Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Hey guys, every once in a while I like to look at the comments.
In the YouTube comments, okay?
And I saw a comment that I did not like, which said, hey, boring episode today.
Hey, boring episode today.
To that guy I would like to say, you son of a bitch, you. Give me a break, you rancid son of a bitch. I'm just trying to talk my little bullshit. So now that part of the program is now out of the way. Well guys, strap into your toilets, because we got a new segment alert. That's right.
Why are people watching this crap? Why are people watching this?
Let's not waste a bunch of time doing this. Let's get right into it with clip number 1. That's right. He goes like this. He goes like this.
Seems like a nice enough guy.
But we have to ask the question, why are people watching this?
Toilets.
Tucker Carlson.
Jesus, Russ.
Tucker Carlson, who some people hate because they're so perfect, has apologised for promoting the Iraq War. Why don't more mainstream figures apologise for promoting wars and lying to us just a couple of years ago? Is it because there's so many lies the whole system would fall apart?
Okay. I really don't know what he's on about. Okay, I'm not going to try to do that. Here we go. Here's another part of this.
And if more people were like Tucker Carlson and apologised, even if you disagree with them on some issues, you'd start to see that the system could improve, that the media could change, the government could change, that there are different ways of running society and running your own life. Let's have a look at that now.
That's on YouTube.
Yeah, Russell Brand's content is pretty
weird.
Right, okay. There's a lot of it where I'm like, I agree with that. I'll have a bit of that, you know? There's a lot of stuff that he seems pretty savvy. He seems to know what he's talking about. He has some nuance to his thinking and all this. But he seems to only want to hang out with, like, demented right-wing lunatics.
He's like, oh, thank God we have Tucker Carlson.
Thank God we have the amazing anti-war voice of Tucker Carlson.
So if there was ever a war between the United States and China, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to attack with a bolt from the blue.
Oh.
They're going to destroy our satellites in orbit. They're going to destroy our communications equipment.
Oh,
We're not going to be talking about transgender issues on TikTok anymore because TikTok's not going to work in the United States.
China, our number one threat that wants to conquer us.
We need a military that's flat out hostile. We need a military full of type A men who want to sit on a throne of Chinese skulls.
Throne of Chinese skulls. Look, I mean, I've been accused of being some warmonger or whatever. That's what it actually looks like.
So it's absolutely a demented idea. He's an anti-war guy. If you watch this Tucker Carlson program, it's like constant warmongering about China. I don't know how Russell Brand does these views. Look at this. Wow. Oh my God.
Toilets.
Which makes us ask ourselves, who's watching this crap? Oh, damn, bro. He's got a comedy special out. Let's check this trailer, bro.
But, what? Well, it's just over here, the Wuhan Institute of Virology, where they're doing gain-of-function research.
Okay, so it's exactly what we would expect. You know, if you're going to do China jokes, there's one that we love, which is...
Generally speaking,
Chinese people look Chinese.
You know, I was thinking about Russell Brand, and I was like, oh yeah, Russell Brand was married to Katy Perry at one point. He was married to Katy Perry, and I was like, oh yeah, remember that thing a couple months ago where some, like, eyelash glue got stuck on Katy Perry's eye, and, like, one of her eyes kept going shut, and people were like, oh!
No!
People who have forgotten what outside looks like, oh, we got it.
Oh, because the vaccine did that. Goes to her eye.
And I wonder what Russell Brand thinks about that. Because it's probably the same audience, you know? His audience is like, hey, your ex-wife. Look at her eye, bro.
We're using her for part of our crazy stories now. Russell is okay.
I wish I had that ability to just forget things, you know? That was just like, what, a couple months ago? And then they haven't really checked. Hey, oh, Katy Perry's still alive. No, both of her eyes still work? Oh, okay. They just move on. You know, I wish I had that ability to just be like, oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to ruminate on the past at all. Just move. Oh, a month ago. Move on. Move right on.
Giving values contagious. This world of entrepreneurs. We get no value to hate. And how they run, homie. Look what I become. I'm the one.
Generally speaking, Chinese people look Chinese.
Okay, so today's guest, Sam Seder. A lot of you guys were asking to have him on after we had Kyle Kolinsky on, Pacman on, all these guys on. They said, why don't we get Sam on? Sam runs a show called The Majority Report with Sam Seder. He's got a big YouTube channel, 24 million subscribers.
Toilet.
You do realize how shocking it is to say, all right, rather than go from 37 to 39, how about 40?
Okay.
How many people?
How about 50?
How many?
You want to go to 90?
How many people do you
90.
assume? How many people do you assume would be touched by that tax? Would be implicated?
Top 1%. Look at this number right here. Share of total income taxes paid. The top 1% in this country pay 42.3%. The bottom 50% only pay 2.3%. So 150 million people are paying nothing in taxes.
Right, because they have no money.
Keep
They have no money.
The 1% paying more and more.
You can't pay a lot of taxes if you don't have any money or assets.
Actually, even less than 1%, to be honest with you. I think we're talking about 0.05%.
Sure, but let's tax them even more.
I specifically want to make it illegal to be almost as wealthy as you. Not quite, but a little bit more. Like, I want to make it.
Okay, yeah, a lot of people have been sending me links to this America's Dad.
America's Dad, Sammy
Toilet
Seder. We all love him.
We all love and honor him. He did a really good job, and if you read the comments on this PBD show, they're all positive. Sam was right about billionaires. They're sending society back to feudal times.
Thought it would be a fight, but Sam was the star of the show.
Toilet.
And it's a pretty polite, relatively fun conversation. Maybe he learned something. Maybe Sam learned something. Who knows? Who cares? But then I looked at, I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And then I look down. The eyes go, woo.
The eyes go
down the YouTube. This is what we do with our eyes, looking at the YouTube recommended.
The eyes go down.
And I see a title now recommended because I'm a valuetainment consumer. And I see this demented headline on the PB. What is it? The valuetainment crap. 25% of gay people were groomed. Is LGBTQ a religion or sexual orientation? Okay.
Recruited, baptized, indoctrinated into believing they're gay, or they just had a really rough life. Father figure wasn't there. It was a mess. Parents, drugs, whatever.
Oh boy.
What percentage you think they were born? What percentage were like, I may be, I'm not getting the attention. Let me maybe be gay. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I remember.
What are your thoughts on that?
What percentage you think they were born? What percentage were like, I may be, I'm not getting the attention. Let me maybe be gay. What are your thoughts on that?
What are your thoughts on that? Obviously insane thing I just said. What are your thoughts on that? I have a lot of thoughts on that because that's a very interesting and, I would say not very crazy point you just made.
So then the grooming concept gets a little bit of credibility. Maybe that is happening. Maybe it is becoming a religion to be part of the LGBTQ community. Because if that's the case, and if it's a religion, what is wrong with baptizing others? What is wrong with...
Okay, so absolute madness.
Left nut.
Pendejo. I mean, check this out. Listen to this.
Think that that's absolutely disgusting, because when you take a child, like your child, to a church, any church of any denomination, you are grooming that child because that is your child. You make that decision as the parent. That is your child. But
okay, now I get it. This is not just like that woke thing where the word has no meaning anymore to these people. I take my kid to church I'm grooming them to be religious.
Grooming that child because that is your child. You make that decision as the parent. That is your child.
I'm building a relationship in trust and emotional connection with a child or young person so I can manipulate and exploit them. That's why I go to taking them to church.
It's a real battle to be a parent. Every night you have to groom them to brush their teeth.
You have to groom them to stop doing that in the diapers. Yeah, and I get the feeling this is just one of those people who is just like, I need to be famous on the internet one way or another. One way or another, I need a following on what I call the internet. And this is a weird problem. I don't know. Maybe we got to start some kind of arts program, national internet arts program. So people want to be famous on the internet. They can, I don't know, do dances or something. You know, hey, I'm thinking of calling all gay people groomers. Oh no, there's a dance. You could be in the dance program, like something like that. You know,
8 years.
Yeah.
7 years. The number one pastor, preacher that baptized the most people into the religion of Christianity.
That's in the Bible.
210 million people is Billy Graham. Okay.
Oh, wow. Great.
And the last 15 years, one would say it's Joel Osteen. He does it at the old Rockets, Houston Rockets Arena, and 80,000 people come per weekend, and he is the current modern day. Who is the Billy Graham or the Joel Osteen of the LGBTQ community baptizing the most people right now?
I would say RuPaul.
You think RuPaul?
Yes, his show that he puts on is hypersexualized.
This whole thing really makes you reassess what value means, because these guys would think like, whatever the consumer wants, they enjoy it. That's valuable, But literally, you're reinforcing some of the stupidest shit, some of the dumbest crap, most backwards stuff that's going to make people dumber and make their life stupider. Is that valuable? Is that value? Are you creating value? I myself actually have experience with this, with my own parents. Because they took me to see, in 1994, one of the few good Spike Lee movies. Sorry. I know there's a lot of Spike heads out there. But one of the few good Spike Lee movies, 1994, Crooklyn. I've seen some RuPaul's Drag Race. It's okay. For me, the ultimate RuPaul performance is from 1994 Spike Lee movie, Crooklyn.
I ain't no puta. I ain't no puta.
So how dare you son of a bitch, you, whoever you are, that guy. At least RuPaul's done something cool. What have you done? Just sucking around the internet. Oh, maybe I can do this. Crooklyn, probably the best Spike Lee acting role, too. That's the thing that always pissed me off about Spike Lee, is he would give himself the funnest role. Malcolm X's friend. I'm Malcolm X's wacky friend.
This is nothing more than Baptist. This is nothing more than, what some of these cults would recruit people over. Who are some of the bigger cult leaders that we read about, that have done documentaries or movies about, right? There's a bunch of them. The model works, You pin them against parents. You create an enemy. It's not fair. You make them feel welcome. You make them feel loved. You go to a place.
Like honestly, we got to get people off the internet. Like some of these people, take an internet break. What are you talking about?
Argument
the club would be very small, though, because most people don't want this. What happens is the kids go to these schools, they're groomed, they're indoctrinated. Now those kids are being changed and transformed without even realizing it. So they need people to be in a system where they don't realize what's happening to them, and it's stealthy and it's sly, and then all of a sudden they're part.
Stealthy. It's stealthy. What the? Hey, I'm the goose-stepping lady of the show. I gotta out goose-step everybody. My lunatic social media career hasn't totally taken off, so I gotta goose-step the highest. It's weird because a lot of the comments on this video are the same for the Sam Seder one. This is my favorite channel. The content is amazing, and I love the group dynamic. Are these the same people? They see the Sam Seder, they're interesting discussion. Oh, some interesting points about Social Security there, the bank bailouts. Oh, interesting point. Oh, this Nazi video. Oh, some interesting stuff in there too. Yeah, a discussion about retirement, a Nazi video. Yeah, I'm just happy that I can watch a video. Really, I mean, really, what do you do as a platform with stuff like this? With a country like ours filled with dimwits, dum-dums, pudding heads, chowder heads, because that's a choice that we've made. Absolutely nothing good can come from this. Only bad can come from this. Do you ban it? Do you ban it? Do you get rid of this? How do you deal with this? How do you deal with something this stupid and terrible? Okay, let's go back to America's cool dad, Sammy Seder.
Toilet.
This part's good. I like this. All that stuff was really bringing me down. Hey, let's go step around. Hey. All that stuff was really giving me a really bad vibe. I had to go watch the RuPaul I Ain't No Puta clip to feel better. But also, Sammy makes me feel better too. Let's check this crap out.
What are your thoughts on Jordan Peterson?
Hi. I think Jordan Peterson's a lunatic, and I think his perspective on women is just twisted. He might be good for helping wayward kids who don't know how to make their bed, but I think that a lot of his ideas are really incredibly toxic and bizarre.
I think Jordan Peterson. You can't ever be 100% accurate on everything that you say without offending,
or like 10 or 5 or at all. Can
people. You're going to say some stuff that's going to offend people. I think he has helped a lot of young boys who have been lost the last 10, 20 years know a little bit more about what it is to be a man. The endless amount of stories of how that guy.
You know what? He's right on this. Here's a clip of Jordy teaching everybody how to be more manly and a little more masculine.
I shouldn't do anything, man,
Guy positively impacted people's lives.
Absolutely.
The numbers unbelievable how big it is on what he's
where do you I've heard you say, I think, or someone told me that you're a data guy. Where is is that just anecdotes or?
Have you ever filled up an arena with 15,000 people?
No, but Andrew Dice Clay did 30,000 back in the day.
The difference is we went to Andrew Dice Clay for comedy, but people are going to Peterson for other reasons.
Yeah,
well, that doesn't necessarily mean it's having a positive impact on society.
I think for men to be stronger is a positive impact on society in an era with so many fatherless homes that they don't have a man giving them direction. Thank God someone is giving them direction.
Well, I worry about that guy. If people want direction, they can come to me. I'll give you
yes. Well, there it is, the best moment in the whole thing. I mean, his audience loves Sam. It's all like positive crap about Sam. Man, Sam is the best left representative. Blah, blah, blah. So there we go, guys. Reporting for duty, watching the stupidest content on YouTube, melting my already poorly functioning brain. Guys, hope you have a good weekend. It's time to have a good time. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Oh, hey, guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
subscribe on Patreon.
Subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there. There
you go. Click it, and that, yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book Oblega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
And the weekly behind-the-scenes show. All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
you can become a producer.
That's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people that make the show possible, okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, just wet, disgusting dumpster, behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope, it's done. It's too late. Okay? Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Here's the dump truck come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.